Hi there, this is Tom Shea from the North Plains Veterinary Clinic. In one of our last segments, we covered some things to avoid feeding to your dog or having your dog chew on, as it may break their teeth or cause other forms of harm. What I'd like to do now is answer that question: what can I give to my dog to chew that is beneficial for their dental health and at the same time isn't going to break their teeth or cause other problems? I'll just start at one end here. We have this one product called the Veggie Dent Chew. It's meant to give one to your dog once a day. They are not particularly high in calories, and they definitely do help freshen breath, and they help reduce the amount of tartar and plaque that forms on your dog's teeth. And that's a very important thing. Stopping plaque accumulation is the basis for most dental health endeavors. Here we have another one. It's the Purina Dental Chew. It's basically a flat piece of rawhide like this. And one of the things we like to make sure that all of our clientele know is that when we come to rawhide, which is a very effective way to help keep teeth clean and healthy and keep dogs satisfied, is that we want to be nice and flat. You know, dogs have 42 teeth, or at least adult dogs do, for their full complement of teeth. And when we have a dog chew something, we don't want it to be round in profile, as we mentioned in one of our other segments, because then dogs can put a huge amount of pressure with their strong jaws on just two tiny points in their mouth with just two teeth. Remember, they have 42 teeth. They can't chew with all of them at the same time, but if it's something flat like this, the amount of pressure is divided over this larger surface, okay? And what we want to make sure of is that the chew toy or the chew treat needs to be flexible. It doesn't have to be flimsy, but you should be able to flex it with your hands. This big one here is at the very limits of what I can feel it flexing, but if you can feel a little flex in it, it's very unlikely to break your dog's teeth. Now, we do sell the Purina veterinary chews here at the clinic. They are excellent. They're treated in such a way that they are far less likely to cause obstruction should a dog accidentally eat a bunch of them. We actually did have a dog that ate 3 boxes all at one time and never encountered any problems. We don't suggest doing that, but they are made to be safe that way. Now, if you do want to buy rawhides over the counter, which I think is totally fine, just make sure you look for ones that are flat and, you know, usually they're rectangular. The ones that are shaped like a bone or twisted or whatnot, I mean, some of those can cause dogs harm, and they basically do that to, you know, appeal to the human being to buy them. Another treat that we have here, well, here's the individual servings of the Veggie Dent Chews. Again, very good for freshening breath and reducing tartar and plaque accumulation. This is what the veggies ones look like. Again, they are flexible. And then we move on to the only product that we have that's gone through a lot of clinical studies to show that it in fact does help make breath smell better and to help reduce the amount of plaque and tartar on teeth. It's actually been shown in some of the studies to help tartar, it helps to remove tartar from teeth, but its main strength is that it, when dogs chew this, and the big ticket with this one is they need to chew it for at least 15 seconds, at least, and the longer the better. If your dog's a dog that likes to just wolf things down, you can always give them this treat after dinner, so when they're already a little full and maybe a little more satiated, and then see if you can hold on to it while they try and take it from you. Just don't get bit while they're doing that. And then the more that they chew it, the better off they're gonna be. This is actually made out of a very cool surfactant. It basically coats the teeth with something that makes it very difficult for plaque to adhere to the tooth surface, and that's a very important point. It has the texture of taffy, which is why a lot of dogs will take a longer time to chew it, and at least we hope. If you can't ever get your dog to take longer than 15 seconds to chew, this may not be the product for you. We do, if you are a client here, and actually that goes for any of these products, you can ask for a sample of these products. We'd be happy to provide those for you to see whether they work for your pet. And this is what the packages come from, or look like that Oravet chews come in. And it goes by the size of the dog. So, little dogs get little ones, it goes by weight. One of the other things are, people oftentimes will ask, well, what about my cat? Well, cats have teeth too, and unfortunately they don't do a lot of chewing habits like the same way that dogs do. So we do have some nice treats for cats here. This one is the one from also from Purina Pro Plan. They're the Crunchy Bites, and again they help to remove plaque and tartar from the teeth and help to freshen their breath some. And then also this one from Greenies, they have some dental treats as well. Those little Crunchy Bites look like this. Cats love them, and the little greeny ones, to me, they look like little bunnies, and they're also very effective at freshening cat breath. For any of those of you that have cats that don't have particularly great breath, this is a great way to help them to freshen their breath. Let me see here. One of the things that we highly recommend that you always do is look for the Veterinary Oral Health Council seal of approval. All of these products we've mentioned here do meet that criteria. And one of the last things I want to mention, particularly for the dogs, that any of these chew treats that you give should, at least initially, be a supervised activity. Some dogs will just wolf something down very rapidly, and you don't want to get stuck in the back of the throat to pose as a choking hazard, or routinely swallow things whole, in which case you may get an obstruction further down in the intestinal tract. I hope that we have shared with you some things today that are going to be very helpful on a day-by-day basis to help keep your dog and cat's teeth clean and healthy. Thank you for your attention.